Well, Bill, I speak for the whole crew. It has been a pleasure working with you, and I know the competitors have loved having you out here. But we have got business at hand, the Sumo Challenge. First up, it will be James Veronin against the Chief, Harold Iron Bear Collins.
Chief Veronin's giving up a little bit of body weight here. Chief is so big and so strong up on top, he just pushes him right out.
One for the Chief.
Chief Harold Iron Bear Collins desperately needs to keep the points and keep pace, and this is what he needs to do.
Over the last 11 events, these athletes have been up against inanimate objects. Now it's man against man. It changes the whole game. One of these guys has to dominate the other in each of these events.
This is Phil Martin and Kevin Toth.
Oh, man. Phil Martin.
Toth touches the ground, so he is eliminated. Phil Martin will move on. And that is huge for Phil Martin, Bill. He desperately also needs to keep the points coming in.
That's right. Both of these guys are the same height, but Phil just ducked out of the way and pulls Toth to the mat.
Now, this is an interesting match. This is Inglesby and Brown. And you'd think on the surface, Inglesby would have it, but Brown is giving a great fight.
What an aggressive match, but Brown did give up a lot of weight there and was pushed out of the ring by Inglesby.
So does Tommy Inglesby taking out Ken Brown.
Tommy's had some wrestling experience and used a little bit of a head shuck here. What a big win for Inglesby.
And this is how the drama will play out. In this bracket, it will be Martin and Inglesby going head-to-head on the sumo mat, while Collins does battle with Philippi, and there's one position left to the World Finals. This should be a great match, Bill. Chief Iron Bear Collins and Mark Philippi.
They're both the same weight. They're both about the same height. It's one heck of a match.
Well, Mark Philippi showing his true championship form. He does not need this match. Chief Iron Bear certainly does. Mark has already clinched the title, but they are going at it like everything's on the line.
These athletes are fierce warriors, trying to do everything they can to push each other out of the ring.
Oh, and Mark Philippi touches the mat. So the victory goes to Chief Iron Bear Collins. What a huge victory for him.
Chief Iron Bear Collins.
When we come back, the conclusion of the World's Strongest Man U.S. Strongman Final. The second and final qualifying position for the World Finals still up for grabs.
You heard about the high endurance deodorant challenge from Old Spice? It's great at stopping odor. But what if you gotta stop sweat? Well, now High Endurance makes a powerful new antiperspirant. A white solid that goes on clear. See? No white flakes. So you can stay dry without the white mess you get from some other antiperspirants. Guaranteed. Or call 1-800-PROVE-IT and Old Spice will buy you a stick of yours. So take the challenge. Because this is more than just an antiperspirant. This is the high endurance of antiperspirants.
Slam the stack. You could win instantly. Yeah! Snowboards, mountain bikes, other stuff. What's your nickname?
Beast. It all went back to like 3 years ago. There was this court, and I took the ball, and I just brought it back like this. Beast from there.
Those guys inspired me because that's all I used to do was just dunk, watch them and just do their dunks.
Things like this makes you strive even harder.
Like up here, and you gotta get up there.
10% physical, 90% mental.
NBA authentic gear redesigned by Starter, Nike, and Champion. Get your NBA gear at Foot Locker.
What do you call a man willing to sacrifice his body to defend the honor of his country? A goalkeeper. Coverage begins June 10th on ESPN.
Strongman competition is the strongest men in America and in the world laying it on the line to find out who's the strongest in the world.
be the strongest man in the world would be one of the pinnacles of athleticism. You've accomplished something that maybe nobody else has done, or you've done it in a way that maybe nobody else has done.
It's about 14 days of injury, sweat, blood, and tears.
I think the World's Strongest Man contest is something that is unusual, unorthodox, and it takes a very special athlete to compete in it.
For me, it'd be a tremendous honor to be the strongest man in the world.
Bill, you are a three-time world's strongest man. What has it meant in your life?
Well, I pursued being a modern-day gladiator, and winning the World's Strongest Man competition was one of my greatest achievements. These fellows are on the same quest.
Well, this is an enormous match for Phil Martin. If he can beat Tommy Inglesby, he has a shot at that #2 position, qualifying for the World Finals. Oh, and Inglesby knocks Martin right out of the ring and knocks him out of contention for that #2 qualifying spot.
Tommy uses Phil's own momentum to help push him out of the ring. Phil's so dejected. Winning and qualifying for the Worlds means so much to him.
Phil Martin's loss is Chief Iron Bear's gain. He will move on and represent the United States in the World Finals along with Mark Philippi. And it was this match that clinched it for the Chief. He was able to beat Mark Philippi in an earlier round and get enough points to hold off the rest of the competitors. It is Tommy Inglesby winning the 12th and final event, the Sumo Challenge. He picks up 10 points, but it's not enough. Bill Kazmaier standing by with our 2 U.S. representatives to the World Finals.
Congratulations, guys. Must have been a grueling week.
Yeah, it's been a long week, long 4 days.
Yeah. You guys seem to get stronger every day, though. Now you're into the big show and the World's Strongest Man. One of you guys is going to come out the victory there, aren't you?
Well, I'm hoping so. I think I'll do well. Guys got a lot of experience, and they're tough, and we've both been over to Europe to find that out, so we're going to have to be at the top of our game.
Chief, you ready?
I'm going to have to go back home and regroup, then come back, and we'll see.
Yeah. Do you like the events in the World's Strongest Man competition versus these?
I looked at the events. They look like they're pretty good events for both of us, so I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. Your back's okay, your ribs and everything, Chief?
Oh, yeah, my back, really, yeah. I'm all right. I'm just totally exhausted. 4 days, 3 events a day. It's very exhausting.
Well, I can tell you, I've never seen 2 stronger guys in a competition. I'm really proud of you. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations to Mark.
Thank you, Bill. And the final results of the World's Strongest Man U.S. Strongman final are like this. Philippi, Collins, Inglesby, Brown and Martin tie for 4th. Then it's Kevin Toth, James Bronin, and Gary Mitchell. Congratulations to all of our competitors. They all competed like true champions.